We're particular, we're pretty fussy, try to grow the best possible product we can.
I think it's really important for people to learn where their food comes from because it really strengthens the community.
We started here in 1949, my grandfather bought it, and just been doing it ever since. Well, I think it's a great idea, it's a great thing to do. In today's world, so many people have lost touch with where their food comes from, even how it gets to the store. I just like to come to work every day and do what I do.
The 3 C's of Farm to School are cafeteria, community, and classroom. We're really incorporating our local farms into our cafeteria foods. So we're getting food sourced from farms that are anywhere in New York. When we're talking about the cafeteria, we're looking at ways that we can incorporate classroom activities as well. So maybe there's a cooking piece that kids can do in the classroom, and then they can eat that same food in the cafeteria for lunch that day.
We market potatoes here year-round, and the New York State crop will run from the end of August, and we hope to still have some potatoes in storage mid-June. I think it's a personal preference of a good potato. Some people might like a russet, some people might like a gold, a red, a white. We want to see a nice finish on the potato, a nice looking product in the bag. It's very fresh. There's not a lot of miles on that food. It's grown right here. I love packing potatoes, growing potatoes, loading the trucks, talking to the people.
We like to emphasize where food comes from because it helps people get to know what their community members are doing. It actually helps students get to learn more about different possible careers for their future, and it's just a great feeling for students to be able to know that they drove past the farm that they're getting food from on the way to school today.
Today, we're going to be making smashed potatoes for our farm to school training. The potatoes are from Williams Farms, and they are beautiful potatoes. You're going to enjoy using them. And the ones we received today came in 5-pound bags. They're small B potatoes or salt potatoes, you might know them as. Look how unbelievably clean they are. All your potatoes are never going to be this clean, so you still have to wash them. Your sink filled with warm water, okay? You're going to put, I can actually fit 30 pounds of potatoes in these sinks. Swirl the potatoes around in the warm water. It's really going to help get stuff off. You should scoop them out right into the second sink. Now, you never drain your sink, because if there are dirt on the potatoes, that's going to sit at the bottom of the sink. If you drain it, your potatoes are sitting in dirt again. I'm going to take all the potatoes out of the sink, put them in my big bowl. I'm lucky I have a 5-gallon steam jacketed kettle here. Took 30 pounds of potatoes, about 45 minutes to cook, and they're so easy to drain. If you don't have a steam jacketed kettle, I would suggest you use a stock pot on the stove. But remember, things get heavy. You're going to need help when you strain that. As soon as you can put a fork right in and it goes through, glides through, there's no pushing. Same with a paring knife. You know your potatoes are done. Many of you have cooked so many potatoes in your life, you understand that. We have our cooked potatoes. What we've done is we've laid them out on sheet trays. Now these are super hot, and what we need to do is we need to smash them. So what I suggest that you do, you lay them out on your sheet trays, put them in your cooler 5-10 minutes so that you are able to touch them. Some recipes will tell you to use a potato smasher, potato masher. Well, we figured that using your hand is way easier. So all you have to do is when you get your potatoes down on the sheet tray, they're soft enough, so you are just going to push them down into these little beautiful squished packages. And this shouldn't take you long. And if you decide that your potatoes are too hot, put another pair of gloves on. Sometimes 3 pairs of gloves can get the job done a little bit faster. These potatoes are nicely cooked, so they're smashing easily. I think we can fit probably 20 orders on a sheet tray, depending on the size of your potatoes. So I have got all the potatoes smashed nicely here. The next step to the deliciousness of smashed potatoes is the crispiness of smashed potatoes. So right now, I'm going to take a little vegetable oil. And you know, you all might have other ways of doing this. This is just the way I do it. It works for me. So I will slowly drizzle a little bit of vegetable oil over these potatoes. And what that is going to do in a 400-degree oven is crisp them up. So that is the second step in cooking method that we're using here today. So as we look at our nice crisp potatoes, you notice the smell of crispiness. You know what that smell is. It comes off French fries when they're done right. It comes off all potatoes when they are crisped properly. And that's what we're looking for. To add to that delicious crispiness, we are going to top each smashed potato with probably, I'd say this is about 1/4 ounce to 1/2 ounce of cheese. These will go in the oven with just the cheese. When they come out, I am going to top them with our beautiful fresh Italian parsley. As you see the cheese melting, you can hear the sizzle of the cheese right on your tray. Sizzles are wonderful sounds. You know things are crisp and crunchy when you hear that sizzle. So, as a finishing touch, we'll call it a garnish. We're going to finish this with some beautiful fresh parsley. It looks pretty. I think when food looks pretty, people like to eat food better. We all eat with our eyes first. 4 potatoes per serving exactly, but this is all going to depend on what size potatoes you're lucky enough to get. I imagine these will get held in a hot holding box as you prepare for service. Remember to make sure that they stay above 140 for food safety reasons. Here we have 2 beautifully done smashed potatoes, red and white. You got green, you got some orange color on there. They look fabulous. They're enticing. I have to have a bite. Delicious.